I'm leaning into my human design. I'm a generator. And what I know is that I need to respond. I need to wait for invitations or opportunities to be presented to me, and then I respond based on my initial gut reaction, my initial instinct. I need to listen to that very first answer. I'm actively practicing yes and no questions and noticing how it feels in my body. One of the questions I've had to ask myself today is about genetic testing for cancer. Should I get it, yes or no? And it's interesting because the sensation in my body says yes when I really just like sit on it. But in the moment today when I was presented that, I was like, hell no. So it's interesting. It's not super black and white. And it's going to take some work for me to really get good at understanding what my instinct is telling me. So I'll tell more about that story later because I'm thinking through some things. But ultimately, I want to just say that I've learned over time, specifically the last several years, that my life is changing, my mindset's changing, my thought process, my ability to think, like with ADHD and stuff, is completely changing. And it's all by design, it's all on purpose. And the overwhelm I've been feeling when it comes to making decisions on how to channel my energy, how to use my time, really doesn't have to be that complicated. It's all about paying attention to that initial gut instinct. Like what lights me up, what feels expansive when I'm presented the opportunity. And there are times where I get an opportunity and I know right away that's a hell yes, right? And there are times where I'm like, hell no. But then today, the whole thing with the genetic testing has me a little confused. But this just means I have more work to do. Obviously, this is a whole new concept. I'm shifting from the must do, the grind, the current reality of our 3D that's crumbling. We can all see it and feel it, right? It's going to take doing something different, doing things in a different way, looking at everything from a different perspective, because the world isn't what it used to be. We can't keep putting the same energy into old things that aren't working. Like the job market, the entertainment industry, and all of these different things that are kind of crumbling around us, right? Those things aren't working anymore. I feel it very, very deeply in my daily life. But then there's the question of, but then what? Right? Like the background question in my mind over the last year or so is, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I'll have days where, like today, I did the things I had to do. And now it's like, I can choose how I spend my time. I can choose to clean. I can choose to cook. I can choose to, hang out with people, whatever. I get to choose that. And that's the beauty of it. So anyway, learning about my human design has been really important. It continues to be a learning process every day, obviously, and practicing the yes and no's. So, leaning into my intuition, that initial reaction, and trusting it. That's the thing. I am trying to decipher between the what is an actual no and what do I think is a no, or what's a no out of a fear response or a trauma response, not my actual authentic answer. There's a difference there. And also understanding the difference between the yes and the impulsiveness or the yes out of trauma or fear too, right? Like doing something because you think you have to. Thinking something is a great opportunity, which might be on paper or might sound like it to someone else, but to my own truth maybe isn't.